If you're couples thinking about getting into real estate investing and wondering what it's like to invest with your partner, then keep watching this video because I'm going to dive into some of the things that a lot of you have reached out to me about, and I want to be able to share kind of my spin on our experience of what it's like investing with your partner. My name is Samila Vajasingham. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty Brokerage. If this is your first time coming to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell to get updates on more content like this. We talk about everything real estate investing, wealth mindset, and everything in between. And thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions at all throughout this video, make sure you leave it in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer them. Let's get started. I know a lot of you always DM us or leave it in the comment section that you're wondering what it's like to invest with your partner. And more recently, because I work closely with real estate agents to help you with your business, and a lot of real estate agents happen to be real estate investors as well. One of the common questions and discussion point for us, especially for us coming from a perspective of thinking about having family and getting into real estate investing and how to manage everything and juggle everything, especially if you're an entrepreneur as well on top of that. So let's get started. Josh and I have been investing in real estate for a little over 4 years now, and really it all started with our goals for each other, for our relationship, but for us in our life and our business. And so many things came together from us being connected overall. So when real estate investing kind of came into the forefront and became an interest for us as a couple, but as a family, it made that much more sense for us to kind of take on this big challenge, but this exciting new element to becoming financially free, getting closer to our goal, and really shortening our retirement age, especially for Josh and I. We were both had full-time jobs. We had multiple part-time jobs. If you knew us personally, we always worked above and beyond having our full-time job. So this additional income that was coming in was allowed us to help pay down our loans and tuition, and it helped us acquire our first primary residence, which allowed us to duplicate and get other properties. So a lot of what we were doing kind of was leaning towards what we wanted to do. So if you were someone who never thought about real estate investing and you're wondering what it's like for your relationship, just do a quick audit of what you and your partner, what your habits are, where does your money habits come from, what your big goals are, what your goals as a family has been, so that if any challenges were to come up, this is something that you can continue to go and improve your relationship. Because I'll tell you one thing, real estate investing can really make or break your relationship. It's a part of your life. It's beyond just business. And that's why I highly recommend. There are some people that have asked me, how did you maintain a good and positive relationship after real estate investing? And I'll tell you one thing, because we always had a positive and healthy relationship to start with. There was always mutual trust and everything. Remember, what your inner worlds create your outer worlds. And I'm a huge big fan of Harv Eker, and he always says what you focus on expands. And in our relationship, trust and respect is a huge aspect of our relationship from the very beginning, from day one. So it doesn't matter what we added to this, whether it was us having young children, postpartum anxiety, having multiple jobs, our schedule never aligning, family problem. There are a lot of people in our life that just didn't want us to be together. So it's okay for us to just add real estate investing, other jobs, other problem, other challenges, because we as a couple, as people, we knew we were going to overcome anything that comes our way. So ultimately, it's really about understanding who you are, having a better awareness of you as a couple, as a family. And on top of that, think about your goals. Where do you want to go? What are your goals in terms of, your 5-year, 3-year goals, even short-term goals? Because once you start thinking about your goals, because that's why in a lot of our videos, I talk about truly understand where you want to go. This way you can build the real estate portfolio of your dreams that makes sense for you. That's why Josh and I never comment on anybody else's portfolio and tell you what's right or wrong, because that's right for them. And sometimes you may think what's right for you, and then you will learn along the way, like what Josh and I are doing. So that's my thing, is to have a common goal, work together, make sure that you're really honest about what you want for yourself, and then as a couple as well. Because sometimes what people tend to do when they get in relationship is they forget about them and what drove them from the beginning. So really keep yourself at the forefront, what truly drives you and keeps you happy as an individual, and then come together as a couple. And the other thing that I really want to add to this too is, listen, I'm somebody in a relationship, I really, tend to have more of a control, or I tend to be the one to speak a lot. And over the time, that 13 years that I've been with Josh, I realized that Josh tends to stay quiet, but doesn't mean that doesn't have nothing to say. So I learned years and over time, and that's why our relationship is so important, is that I know when to listen and to truly understand and ask questions about what the other person truly needs and wants in that relationship. And what is really important for us as a couple in real estate investing is to understand our differences. What about our differences from a skill set perspective? And the reason I mention this is because you can divide and conquer roles and responsibility. There's a lot of things that come into real estate investing. Remember, it is a business, and you can't do everything at the same time trying to work a full time job or have multiple priorities like taking care of children or have another part time job. Like Josh and I have multiple businesses, and we have Josh and I both have our jobs. So it is really important that we are able to divide and conquer and do many things together. And the other thing that I wanted to add to this too is that you probably, if you're somebody who's been looking into this stuff, you probably notice a lot of people saying, try not to mix personal and business. And from my experience and my kind of approach to this is that your personal is your business and your business is your personal. And yes, sometimes at our dinner table we talk about real estate investing because that's a personal aspect of what drives us as people, what we're interested in. So it isn't just business. So sometimes, yes, we bring business conversation to the dinner table, but that's what drives us personally, both of us, and that gets us excited. So it really depends on what is allowed in your conversation. You make the barriers, so what is okay for you. Sometimes it is what drives my conversation with some of my friends and some of my colleagues, and that's totally okay, as long as you are able to work really well with the other party, really essentially. And the other really big component to this as couples investing in real estate that I wanted to add in is wins and losses, just coming from an agreement that real estate investing comes with risk, like any investment. And so whether you win together, whether you share your losses, you're in it together. And that's a huge aspect and a huge pro, I find, is that you're not doing any of this alone. And sometimes people get into real estate investing with a friend and it doesn't work quite well, or with a coworker, and it ruins relationship. For Josh and I, we had a strong built-in foundation, our relationship. So when we added challenges to this, we knew that we were going to go through the wins and losses together as a couple, as a family. So I think it's really about that transparency, that honesty, that trust, and being open about what scares you and what is a risk tolerant, what is that you're open to sharing with each other, and what you're not good at, what you are good at. And the other person knowing that, there's many times, and some of you who know this, who've had these conversations with me, there are people in relationship that aren't even open with their partner about how they feel. And that's a huge loss to me, and that's a huge problem to me, because that is foreshadowing problems to arise in the future. Because there's a lot of things that come up when you're investing in real estate. There's a lot of concerns, and often there's sometimes many downs and ups at the beginning stages of investing. But it really depends on your portfolio, it really depends on what you're doing, and it really depends on, I am a huge believer, and if you've seen my videos, I'm really all about either you win or you learn. And that's the kind of the concept that Josh and I kind of really together and are working towards. And I hope this was helpful for you. This gives you an insight into some of the things that Josh and I talk about, and that's what's working for us as a couple in real estate. And this is just a beginning stage of many things to come on this channel about us working together as a couple. Stay tuned. And if you have any questions around this, I'm going to be diving deep into it in the future. So it's a great time to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get up to date on more content like this. Thank you so much for those people that reached out and asked for this content. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all or comments, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Once again, if you like to partner with us and build your real estate portfolio hands-free, passive income, and do it stress-free, and if you want to learn more about it, click on that link in the description below, book a call with us. I'd love to sit down with you. We are, as Canadians, started investing in the US right now. So if you want to know what that's all about too, leave it in the comment section below, or send us or book a time with us in our calendar. I'll be happy to sit down with you and chat with you. Once again, my name is Dharmila Rajasingham. I'm a real estate investor, real estate agent, and a global team leader. And if you are right now, somebody watching this, and if you happen to be a real estate agent, you want to partner with me, grow your real estate business, connect with me. I'll happy to chat with you as well. I'm always looking for agents around the world to partner with. And above and beyond that, if you're somebody just watching this as an investor and you need a real estate agent in the greater Toronto area, or heck, around the world, I'm connected to agents in 23 countries. So give me a DM or a message and I'll be happy to connect with you there. Thanks so much. I will see you next time.